Hey everybody, sorry. Welcome to the How to Get a Guy or Girl You're Interested in part two, second part. It's cold here, so as you see, I'm wearing long sleeves and it's cold. The whole sweatshirt. So many things we have discussed in the last topic was communication. Honestly, don't come off as Mr. McCreepington and his cousin McCreepingstein. So the thing will be is the little things. What people don't realize, the little things mean a whole lot. And what I mean by the little things is that like you remember something and not be just using it so you can get points, brownie points, because number one, that's really not that cohort and it's not that serious and pretty much is a not such a good thing. You don't want to do something just so you can get brownie points. You want to do something because that's what you want to do. Little things like a little trinket or something that reminds you of a conversation that you both had. It has to be related to the conversation, and you decide or she decide to get it for you just cause. It's really a just cause thing when you do like little trinkets. You shouldn't really base yourself on doing stuff getting someone a gift because you're in trouble doesn't usually solve the problem. Depending on the issue, yeah, it really doesn't solve the issue. It's usually just the whole thing was like, oh, you're trying to get yourself out of trouble, and it's not really a good thing to do. So, yeah, the little things is like, remembering stuff. Okay, like, okay, their favorite junk food, if they do junk food, their favorite book that they like to read, if they don't have it no more, especially if it's a children's book that they had growing up and they really wish they would have. That's a good important thing if you find it. Um just it's like something just it really depends on what it is. That means a lot to a person, and that to me that'll get a person interested in at least wanting to get to know you more than just thing. But you don't want to think that buying something will get somebody's attention. It's not really if you're that person that feel like you're gonna buy someone's affection, then I really don't think you should really be watching this because it's not what it's about. It's really about being honest with someone, communicating with the person, and getting to know them really on. Now, as you progress with getting to know that person, you can do little trinkets and stuff if you feel that that's what you want to do. But don't do it where I say, I'm going to get you this and I'm going to get you that because that's just that person will be expecting it. If you don't get it, then it's just not a good outcome for you in the long run. Like for me, I normally will do something like that for someone, but like I said, it is not just because of buying someone's affection, is because I saw something that reminded me of something we were talking about, or like if I seen something, then I think to myself, maybe I should get it, and then I do. But it's really up to you to do so. Um, Game playing. Game playing is definitely a big no-no and a factor of getting to know someone. Don't try to tweak their interest, then go by making it seem like you're not interested at all because then the person is just going to be like, you know what, if you're going to be game playing, no. I feel like this. If you're definitely above the age of 21, which is the legalized age of becoming an adult. And I use quotes because some people do just not act that age. But anyway, um, if you're above the age of 21, I say definitely the game playing is gone and it's time to stop doing the game playing because it it's not going to get you anywhere, and what is it going to solve? So anyway, I think that definitely start you know if you're in school, do school thing. If you're looking for a relationship, figure out what kind of relationship you're looking for, and then go out. That's the thing. If you're interested in somebody, figure out if you're interested in them as a friend or interested in them as a girlfriend, as just a regular based friend, more than just a friend. If they're a sex buddy, if they're what. But you also have to play the vibe and see what they're looking for because if they're not looking for the same thing you're looking for, then you don't need to be wasting each other's time. And I personally don't like my time being wasted. It's not a really good thing that if you're wasting my time, because number one, you only really get one chance. And if you pretty much mess that up, you don't get to be the level of being a someone's significant other. You lucky if you get on a friend tip. Now, um, so you need to definitely figure out what type of relationship you're looking for, because figuring out what type of relationship you're looking for will actually, because there will be questions if you're getting to know someone of, okay, so what are you looking for, or what type of relationship you're looking for. And to me, it's just like figuring out whether or not you like a person that's, whatever the person that you're interested in. I mean, it plays a factor, but to me, it's really about compatibility. If you can, I feel like this. If I'm laughing with somebody really well, I play that as a factor. If I get along with them, if I feel comfortable with them, whereas to a fact that I just feel comfortable with, that's important role, and it should be and something that you want to take into consideration. Take into consideration a lot of things with it, perspective wise. Do you see yourself hanging out with this person as a friend? Do you see this person you're trying to get to know with more than a friend? I mean, like I said, there's no time limit on it, because you sometimes you just don't know. And even if you don't really know, no point in rushing the fact and trying to figure out something. And if you don't know, because don't do that. There's pressure for yourself, and don't and you shouldn't have somebody pressure. You shouldn't pressure that person you're interested in either, because it's just, like I say, from experience, it does not always work for that person. I had somebody try to do that to me and it didn't work out. So, with that being said, no pressure, and remember the little things and stuff like that. Especially if it's an importance that could play a point where this person could say, "Oh well, this person did listen to me, and they listened to what I had to say, and they actually I felt like they care." Because little things like that just makes you like they care. Like if you remember certain things and of what a person was talking about, like an event that they were doing, or like something dealing with a family member, it means a lot, and a lot of people don't really see that, and it's just it just people don't really see stuff like that, and um you don't it's just like this. I like I like the fact that someone does remember little things, whether to me, when I tell them at the time, I'm like, why did I say it? They remember still means stuff, but it also to a point where it's like, okay, well, good listening skills, which you people want person that has good listening skills, because a person with good listening skills, meaning, you know, they're not going to be like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, I understand. And then you go back and say, okay, what did I just say? And they like, because that's the big no-no. I'm not saying that you should catch on to every word, but you never know when it could play a factor where you can, say that, hey, this is a good quality I have in myself, so I should maybe take it to a better advantage, and he or she may like this. Good. Honesty, like I said, that plays an important role, because no one wants somebody being honest. And if you're not honest, that's just to me a factor that a lot of people are missing out on, actually being honest. For some reason, they figure about lying about something will make them to get a person. And I'm like, even if that did get the person, how long do you really think that's gonna make you keep it, or him? Think about that. Because when you really think about it, um, do you really think that someone's gonna want to be with you after the fact that they found out you're not being honest, especially if it's something really important? No, that to me, that's a deal breaker. There's, you have to think about this. Deal breakers. Um, for a typical person, a deal breaker would definitely be a dishonest person, and definitely a person who cheats, who ha- cheats on the person. And like I said, cheating plays a factor of this. I mean, you may not be official couple, but you're getting to know a person, but you're just upping and just going with somebody else and trying to date that person too. It's just the fact that the person that you're originally interested in might not want to be dealing with you if you're interested in playing the field. That plays a role of, if this person doing it now, this person will do this to me if I decide to be in a relationship with them. And you don't want that. You want to play the fact that if you're interested in one person, especially in being in a relationship, I definitely suggest you sit down and definitely say to yourself, self, do I really want to be with this person, or do I really want to just go and just explore my other options? So it's a way of crap. It's a way of not wasting each other's time, and yeah, it's basically just a way of not wasting each other's time, and definitely a time waster is definitely no. So, like I said, cheating plays a factor of a lot of things. Everybody has a definition of what is cheating is, and for a person that you're interested in, it's just for saying the same thing you said to a person you're interested in, to another person, and so on and so forth, with the same thing that you want to be with them and you interested in being with them, getting to know them, and possibly dating. And I'm saying these things as exactly what you would say to each and individual person, which is definitely, it's not really cheating, it's just really being a player and it's playing mind games with people, and you don't want to do that. But to me, it falls in the category because in some kind of way you are cheating somebody out of something, which is you cheating someone out of being in a relationship with you that you could possibly have a good relationship with, and that's not a good thing. Okay, so I mean, I know this video is not that much interesting, but it actually has some good point and advice. So no game guys, no game playing guys and girls, because I know some guys watch the videos. Girls too, don't do that to you. Don't do that. Um, definitely no any form of cheating, especially if you really attracted to a person that you want to be interested in and getting to know. I don't see the point of why people trying to have multiple people that they feel like they need to hang out with to get to know with, because it's gonna blow up in your face. So if you really want that kind of thing, do your thing. I'm staying out the way, but I'm just telling you that it's not gonna be a win-win situation for you. So you want to avoid all the costs. So if you're interested in a person, be upfront with them about everything, like saying that I'm interested in you, but I'm also talking to someone else, but just trying to figure it all out. But I really would like to still get to know you, and let them decide whether or not they want to be with you or not. If they don't want to be with you, or they don't want to be dealing with the possible drama, and that's another factor here, drama. If you already got emotional baggage, definitely be upfront with the person and say, look, I'm got this, I'm baby mama issues, whatever, baby daddy issues, I got a stalker ex, because, that can really play a factor and stuff in the long run, especially if they didn't know, and that's going to play like, I don't want to be in the middle of this, I don't want to be involved. Let them know, let them decide. I feel like this being upfront and honest in the beginning is gonna play a wrong run than you lying and cheating in the end, and then you thinking that the person's still gonna be with you after that. Because to me, after the fact, that is so not a factor. So, like I said before, people need to be like this. This is like a factor of a new age thing. To me, I feel like that this is in my opinions on things and what to kind of do for that situation. So it's like whether or not you decide to do it or not, that's on you. But I feel like this because to me, it's like a lot of people play the role of jerk and doing people wrong. It's really hard for people to like really open up and really try to be an honest person. Well, not really be an honest person, but being open up to be that sincere person that other people are looking for, because they sit up here bashing on people who do wrong. And then sometimes it's like I said, let the past be in the past. Okay, learn from your mistakes from the past. You may have a relationship that didn't work out. So what you do is that you figure out the aspect of what was wrong in the relationship, whether he was cheating or he was like just verbal abuse or whatever the case may be. And when you move on, decide to that point where you want to move on to the next person, don't bring all of that issues out. Now, if they decide to talk about ex relationships, it's okay. It's okay if you feel up to it. But I feel like this talking about an ex relationship is like making the guy, then the person is gonna say, "Well, I'm not like that." It doesn't really matter about that, but you really shouldn't really technically you really shouldn't bring up an ex thing, because then that's always gonna be something of a topic that's not going to be really good in the long run, especially if you're to a point where you kind of if you're that person who was sort of thinking that that person is like your ex, then they're going to be like, so why every time something go down, you want to bring up what's his face or what's her face, and then that's just another issue going wrong either. So this is why I really don't like talking about, like, I really wouldn't advise people to talk about an ex. At least if it's okay where you want to get a brief information about it, but no further in-depth type of situation. And people leave your exes pretty much like okay, if you're friends with your ex, then that's fine. If you guys came to a good understanding about each other and decide that, well, this is friendship was what it is, yeah. But I feel like this the new person that comes to life should not be jealous. An ex is an ex for, like I said, an ex is an ex for a reason. I mean, whether if it's a good one or a bad one, is shouldn't really worry about. A current person dealing with um your current situation with the person you're being with should not really be trying to bring up an ex in the past. Now, if there's steps to following of finding a right person, but like I said, it's really hard because everybody try to play the role, and then just weed out the typical things first with the oh baby, I'm not like that and stuff like that. I really wouldn't be like that. I really wouldn't suggest to be that kind of a person. Just really, for the honest part, like I said, be yourself. You know, um, just be yourself. Don't play any mind games. Be honest. Make the person feel like that they can open up to you and trust you. But because if you can't do the little simple things like that, and not really, and no lying and no game playing, then you should be good to go. You should be good to go to taking on to that next step of actually being in a relationship. And once you're in a relationship, keep being the person that if that's being yourself, and to make it if you're especially a good person that knows that you'll be a keeper into a relationship, be yourself, don't play games, and you'll go along far. But like I said, definitely determining the status of a relationship that you're looking for is definitely a primary goal. You should really sit down and figure out what you're looking for before you decide to go and find someone, before you go and put forth into talking to the person you're interested in. I'm just saying, my point has been made to a point. So I would say check out the first video of how to get the guy or girl you're interested in, and then to figure out a little bit more about it. Well, I think I'm good for this segment. Next week's segment, I have no idea just yet what it's going to be about, but it's going to probably be fun and a good one. So you guys be awesome. You guys have a good day. I love you guys. Bye.